Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, severe weather calls for sometimes calls for school closures. I'm News 8 digital anchor Luke Lasser here from the Wood TV Live Desk. For those of you who just watched Ellen and I, thank you. As we told you, Blake Harms is going to be joining us now with a look at those potential school closures. Blake, how are you?
Hey, doing well. How you doing, Luke?
Good, good. So, 'tis the season.
Yes.
First one of the year. I'm sure we're going to have a handful more of these, but this is the first big one here of this winter season. So tell us what you got here.
Yeah, so this is, like you said, this is the first day where I see the potential for widespread school closings for Wednesday. Now, this is a bit of a change in the last 24 hours. You may be asking yourself, well, the snow wasn't expected to arrive until later in the day. Why are we even talking school closings? Well, the winter storm warning goes into effect at 4 a.m. By the time the morning commute begins, travel may not be terrible, but snow will certainly be ongoing. That's going to continue to add up through the day. So in the minds of the school officials, I have a feeling that a lot of them are going to err on the side of caution in the sense that the afternoon commute is going to be much less pleasant than the morning commute will be. And so I think this is going through a lot of minds as we get ready for potential school closings either tonight or tomorrow morning. And as a result, I do think we'll see numerous school closings west of Grand Rapids tomorrow.
And folks, Blake's predictions can be found on woodtv.com. We have that stream actually, or I'm sorry, that link attached to this stream. It'll take you over to woodtv.com. Blake, I guess I should ask here is when will your predictions be out here? We're coming up on it.
Yeah, so actually right now I have kind of a pre-prediction analysis written up on the site that the map will be on. Map will be uploaded right at 5 o'clock. So I'm just putting some of the final touches on that, and then that'll be on there for folks to see in just about 45 minutes or so.
Nice. And so what can you tell us, right now?
Yeah, well, at this point, I'm leaning towards high or very high chances for essentially almost all of Ottawa County, Muskegon, Oceana, and perhaps parts of northern Allegan. And then moderate to high chances for a good portion of Kent County, Barrie County up through Newaygo. And we actually already have one school closing. At least I saw on their Facebook, Walkerville Public Schools in Oceana County calling off for tomorrow. And so I have a feeling that we could see a few tonight, particularly tomorrow morning. But at this point, I do expect a lot of school closings along the lakeshore in anticipation of worsening conditions during the day on Wednesday, much like what Ellen just talked about in the previous live stream.
And elaborate on that a little bit for us. We have maybe some new viewers here that didn't just catch Ellen and I when we were talking about it. That's a lot of West Michigan that you just rang off. That's a lot of counties here in our viewing area. So maybe a little bit of why.
Right. So essentially what we have is a low pressure system that's working through the northern part of the Great Lakes. Now, that's expected to pass off to our north. The most significant snow from that will be in the UP from the actual system. But what's happening is you have cold air wrapping around on the back side of that, cold enough to fire off the lake effect. And that's what we're expecting during the day on Wednesday into Wednesday night, likely carrying over into Thursday as well. And that's why that winter storm warning is in effect for now until 7 a.m. Thursday. And not only will we be dealing with the snow, but we'll be dealing with the winds along the lakeshore. Gusts up to 50 miles per hour means that it will be near blizzard at times. And as a result, typically in these type of snow squall situations, the lake effect snow, where we see really nasty travel, particularly on the highways. And so starting tomorrow morning, really continuing likely through much of Thursday, it is not going to be very ideal travel conditions for areas near and to the west of Grand Rapids. And even farther inland, while I don't anticipate closings there tomorrow, we'll have to watch that for Thursday because some of those snow bands can carry inland, and it does not take a lot of snow to create problems with that sort of wind. And so I think it's going to be several days of school closings and really messy conditions here across West Michigan.
And that's exactly what I was just about to ask too, is this is not just an isolated one-day thing. This could last, Thursday or Wednesday and Thursday.
Right. So I think Wednesday we'll be seeing a lot of closings in anticipation for worsening conditions. Thursday could be a day where we see closings as a result of what's happened on Wednesday and what's happening into Thursday morning. And so if you're down in Van Buren, Kalamazoo counties and you're thinking, man, I might be missing out on a lot of this tomorrow, that may be true. But as those winds shift from westerly to more northwesterly, I think parts of Van Buren and Kalamazoo counties will have to be watched pretty closely for some possible school closings on Thursday, especially more so than tomorrow.
And we have this graphic here, Blake. You'd sent me this shortly before we got rolling with our stream. Going to go ahead and pull that one up. It kind of just highlights a little more, just in the form of a graphic, what you had just said, with the 4 to 8 inches of snow, kind of along the lake shore there.
Yes.
You know the graphic that I'm talking about. If you could elaborate on that one a little.
Yeah, so that's from Matt Kirkwood. Actually, stole that from his Twitter, so hopefully he's okay with that. Essentially, just shows the winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories. And the reason why I wanted to really show this was because school officials, from what I've found, really take into account the type of weather alert that is issued. So if a superintendent sees a winter storm warning is in effect for the duration of the school day, that's certainly going to lean into their decision making, along with the forecasted high snowfall totals. So those areas where you see pink, Allegan, Ottawa, Kent, Muskegon, Newaygo, Oceana counties northward, where we are anticipating really nasty conditions to develop during the day on Wednesday. I think a lot of school officials are going to be looking at that forecast more so than conditions early on Wednesday morning and saying, all right, it's not going to look the same in the afternoon for the bus ride home as it is the bus ride to school. And so then they'll have some decisions to make as to whether or not they want to err on the side of caution for tomorrow.
Like some more viewers just kind of floating in and out here. Discuss a little bit more, just the, if you could say them again, the counties that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, so I think the best chance for tomorrow is going to be almost all the counties in the winter storm warning. So that's all of Ottawa, Muskegon, Oceana counties. And then for that second row that you see there, that includes Newaygo, Kent counties, I think it's more so going to be the western half, west of 131. And for Allegan County, likely the northern half, so Allegan northward. And then for Thursday, I think that shifts a little more, including the Grand Rapids area still, but then shifts down more towards Kalamazoo, and we can see some closings down there come Thursday.
Nice. Blake, I appreciate it. One more time as well, when will you have something live? It's coming here at 5 o'clock, but
yes, 5 o'clock. It's going to be up on that site, the school closing predictions tab under the weather section of Wood TV's site. I'll have a map for both the northern and southern sections of the West Michigan area, along with a pretty detailed analysis of what I anticipate for tomorrow. And then eventually, once the time comes for Thursday's prediction, that will be coming tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So several days of predictions are on the way.
Gotcha. Blake, thank you. And folks, again, that's over on woodtv.com for you. We're going to be keeping you updated here throughout the evening with the severe weather on the way. I'm sure we'll be checking back in with you too as well, Blake. We really appreciate it for now. Folks, this has been a look at the Wood TV Live Desk. Again, the weather tab, the stream or the link that's attached to the stream here, take you over to the website, and you have all things severe weather as we continue to track it. Have a good one, folks. We'll see you around. Thank you.